All right, everybody, here we go. 7:51 p.m. on Sunday. Uh, what do you think? Did I manage to get it done? I did! Imagine that! This is the first time I've actually completed a model in a couple of years. Uh, but with the caveat that this isn't quite 100% finished yet. There's still some touches that I would like to do. Um, but for being a gigantic slump buster and the quality of the kit that I had to deal with, I'm quite satisfied with the results. So, let's show you some of the quirks and features of this particular model. Uh, so, the badging for this thing are some rather low quality stickers that don't look all the greatest. So I managed to use the photo etch badges here from Czech Truck Model. We got the Renault Diamond Turbo badge and the Renault emblem. I need to still come back and hit those with some kind of a black wash to bring out the detail. Um, for the rear here, the mud guards, unfortunately, this one here was completely MIA when I opened the kit. This one broke off in the process of painting. And I kind of ran out of time to try to figure out a way to mount them. So I went and snipped these other two off, and for now, this is just the way she's going to be until I can figure it out. Also, I don't have any tail lights yet. Like I said, they were stickers and didn't look very good. So I know Czech Truck Model also makes photo etch taillight lenses, and I may just try to look because I have several other different truck kits in inventory, and I might try to scab some parts from some of those to make a nice little set of taillights. I kind of painted a little backwards. I painted the entirety of the chassis semi-gloss black first, and then I had to try to mask everything off to paint the fuel tank. Now, the fuel tank is molded into the frame, so it's not like I could have taken it off to paint it separately. And I should have painted it first, because I had to try to mask the whole rest of the chassis to be able to paint that. But it didn't turn out all that bad, I don't think. I still need to do turn signals here on the sides of the cab. The steps kind of need a little bit of detail. And if we look here, if I hold it steady, it steers. And so for the front bumper, it's from another kit that doesn't have any of the fairing at the bottom. The headlight lenses pop in from behind, and I hit those with a Zoet chrome marker, and the backside of these look absolutely amazing for chrome, but what you see sticking out in the front isn't so great. So I might revisit those at some point in the future. And the head. The doors do open, and try to see a little bit of detail there. Let's see if I can zoom in what's going to happen. Oh, you can't quite see. Let me adjust this a little bit. The interior is painted with Testors Camo Sand. I got a bunch of those colors years ago when a store was having a closeout. So the door cards, the dash, the floor, and the seats are all painted in the camo sand, and that is the delightful little decal slash sticker that they give you for the instrument panel. And the mirrors if you take a look here, it's the foil sticker from a Pokemon kit. It didn't quite turn out the way I was hoping it would because it's paper backed instead of foil backed, but you know, that's okay for now. And let's see if I can get this to stay closed. Cab tilts, and there's not a whole lot of detail that you can see, but I did manage to detail paint up. So the block is painted red, and the injection pump here is kind of detailed a little bit, and the intake manifold. The valve covers are painted silver. Transmission is flat aluminum. And over on this side here, the compressor housing and exhaust manifold, and there's a chrome exhaust piece that comes down off the turbo downpipe into the dual exhaust stacks. So let's put this back, and yeah, zoom back out. We got our rooftop air conditioner. These, I think these are supposed to be driving lights of some sort. I painted them bare metal silver, which is the same color as the fuel tank, from the back side, and glued them in, masked them, glued the fairing onto the roof of the cab, painted that all together, and then took the masking off, and it didn't turn out all that bad, if I don't say so myself. So, fuel tanks and battery box, and if I can flip this over, see the underside, we got our spare, and see the rest of the, oh, I got a little hanger on here. You can see the steering, the underside of the engine, the drive line, and the brake cans. I ended up painting those with Mr. Color steel, which ended up being way darker than I thought it was going to be. But and it worked out for the time frame. So there we go. Thanks everybody for following along with this build. I hope you had some enjoyment as much as I did out of seeing this built. Oh, wiper blade does not want to, oh dear. Wiper blade does not want to stay where it's supposed to. I'm gonna have to fix that. Let's see here for a closing shot. I'll just kind of angle it so you can't quite see it. Anyway, thank you very much for following along. I had a great time, and hopefully this is an indication of things to come for building and videos on this channel. Thank you, and have a good night.